New orders just in, Jensen. The boss wants Pritchard to examine the Typhoon ASAP.
Copy that. Thanks for the lift.
No problem. Hey, and Jensen, I just wanted to say, new look suits you. Like, you haven't missed a beat at all.
Thanks.
So, how's it feel, being augmented?
Excuse me?
Don't take it the wrong way. I mean, I've got a few neuro enhancements myself. Discreet ones to help me fly better. But I chose to get them implanted. You didn't. Now that you had a chance to try them out, what do you think?
You're right. I didn't choose to get augmented. And I still don't know if I would have if given the choice. But today felt good. Surprisingly good.
Dr. Reed said you'd take to them. Said it was in your genes. Just be careful, okay? A lot of people think there's a reason the human body rejects this technology over time.
I didn't peg you for the type who gets caught up in metaphysical debates, Malik.
I'm not. I told you myself, I've got neuro enhancements. I'm just saying the choices we do get to make inevitably have consequences.
Yeah. Tell that to the bastard who did this to me.
I hear you. And you know what? You're not the only person in this place who wants to find him. So if I can help in any way, all you gotta do is ask.
Actually, there is something. I want to know about the first attack.
Fine. Ask away.
You were there that night. What do you remember about it?
That it was chaos. First, everybody figured there'd been some kind of accident, but Pritchard couldn't get a good visual and communications were haywire. Then we heard the explosions. By the time anyone knew what had hit us...
They were gone.
Whoever they were good, Jensen. Special training good.
Did anyone else see them? The men who attacked?
Not well enough to get a description. Pritchard got some fuzzy images off one of the Intellicams, but his tapes were all confiscated by Homeland Security.
Homeland? I heard Homicide passed it over to Special Investigations. Detroit Special Investigations.
They did, for the first month. After that, all I really know is the case is still pending, and Mr. Sarif is not pleased.
I've been thinking about why they attacked. What they were really after.
Isn't it obvious? They didn't want us going to Washington.
No, that was just timing. Hearings can be rescheduled. Somebody else can present Megan's findings.
I don't think so, Jensen. They took out her whole team. Declan Faraday, Vasily Savchenko, Nia Colvin, even Eric Koss. The labs their bodies were found in.
Were burned to a crisp. I know.
The only reason you weren't caught in the fire was because that retaining wall came down. Saved your life, believe it or not.
So the whole attack was just to destroy Megan's research.
Sure looks that way. Mr. Sarif is hoping to reconstruct it, but it may take months. If he can keep us solvent that long.
I'm gonna find him, Malik. One way or another.
I believe you. And just so you know, when you do, I've got your back.
I appreciate that, Malik, but right now...
You've got to get the Typhoon into the tech lab, right. See you later then. Oh, and Jensen, the boss wants a face-to-face debrief in his office once it's secure.
Roger that. Good night, Malik.
Those are some top-of-the-line augmentations Mr. Sarif hooked you up with, Jensen. Did you get a chance to test them out at the Milwaukee Junction facility? Surprised he got you so many, though. I mean, the info link? How does that one classify as a life-saving measure?
Another attack? Can't wait to see what the Humanity Front says about it this time. No doubt Bill Taggart will cry innocent, then use the opportunity to stir up more controversy. You know he's coming to town soon.
Can someone tell me how the purists were even able to break into the plant? We're supposed to have state-of-the-art security measures here. Vandals and thugs like that shouldn't have been able to crack those systems. I tell you, something else is going on.
I think it's disgusting how public opinion has turned on David so quickly. Like it's his fault these lunatics keep attacking us.
People seem to think we're hiding something.
Only because Eliza Kazan keeps spinning it that way. Seriously, it used to be that when David talked, all of Detroit listened. What happened?
What happened is that David made too many promises he couldn't keep. 20 years ago, Detroit was on its last legs, remember? And Sarif Industries promised to pick it back up.
Oh, like one company and one man can do that by himself. They're a bunch of ungrateful hacks, if you ask me. Adam, I heard you were back, but I just didn't believe it. Gosh, you look good. Were you at the factory tonight? Was that what SWAT was waiting for? Wow, it's good to have you back.
Hey, Jensen, heard about what happened in Milwaukee Junction tonight. Is it true they were really after the Typhoon? I tell you, you can't trust anything the media puts out there these days.
You got him, didn't you? I mean, we all heard the Purity First leader was arrested, but I'll bet you nailed him, right? Couldn't have been the cops. They're incompetent. Or on the take. No offense, Jensen.
I'd very much like to meet with David Sarif in person to offer my deepest sympathies and assure him that these attacks are in no way linked to Humanity Front. My people have worked tirelessly to find her.
Great job at the plant, boss. Wish I could have gone out with you, but things got a little tense over here, too. Somebody scheduled a protest in front of that limb clinic over on 2nd Street. Things got a little hot for a while, but nothing spilled over to here.
Talk's all over the office, Mr. J. You really took care of those Purity First assholes. Wish I could have been there to see it. I would have liked to have kicked a few asses myself. Hey, does the company have an augmentation subsidy program? I'd totally take advantage of that.
Hey, Mr. Jensen. I just finished sweeping the 3rd floor. Gave your office a once-over while I was there. Everything is just the way you left it. Honestly, there wasn't much for me to do, considering you haven't been there for so long. I'll bet you got a bunch of emails waiting though, right?
I don't buy for a second he was with Purity First. I think someone slipped him into Sandra's group to manipulate those thugs.
Yeah, but who? Who would know we were developing the Typhoon?
The same people who attacked us last time, Roy. I mean, come on. We were testing it when they broke in.
All right, I'll give you that. So what? You think a foreign government is behind this?
Governments aren't the only ones hiring mercenaries these days. Isolé, Kusanji, Taeyong Medical, any one of our competitors could be behind this.
Jensen, is it true Sanders acted surprised when he heard about the hacker? Who do you think sent them all?
Hey, do you know if David is gonna step it up security-wise around here? No offense, but I just don't feel like our workplace is safe anymore.
Hey, Jensen. I hear you were a real ghost tonight. Those Purity First assholes never even knew you were there. Guess those augmentations made you light on your feet, huh? Maybe I should think about getting some.
Well, if it isn't Mahatma Gandhi himself, come to honor us all with his life-preserving presence. If this is about the Typhoon, I'll get to it in a minute.
Now, Pritchard. I didn't risk my neck to have you lose it in a pile of CPUs and scuzzy adapters.
Well, look at you, using the big words. Don't think just because you hacked through the plant security system so fast that you're an expert on everything computer. There's a reason I can't examine the Typhoon yet.
Do tell.
For your information, I am running a diagnostic sweep on our network and router security to find out how Sanders' hacker got a hold of our codes.
I'd have thought the first question to ask is, whose codes were they? Unless you already know.
Stick to kicking down doors and shooting people, Jensen, and stop trying to do my job. I guarantee you we'll get along better that way. Just leave, Jensen. I'm very busy.
I hear you cleared up the situation at the plant, Adam. Nice job. Maybe now we can concentrate on getting this place financially solid again.
What do you think they talk about?
David and you, Darrow? Hell if I know. What did Bill Gates and Steve Jobs talk about?
I bet he's trying to convince him to come out of hiding and make a statement that will counteract Bill Taggart.
Darrow is not hiding. He's working day and night in the Arctic, trying to save the world. It's what millionaires do when they get bored. They save the world. Didn't you know that? Hey, 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 look who's back. I heard you were healing really fast. Congratulations, man. Think you'll be back with us full time or just a couple hours a day? Because, man, we could sure use more people around here.
You looking for something, Jensen? I think Pritchard's in the tech lab. Nice to have you back, by the way.
Wow. Didn't expect to see you back so soon, Mr. Jensen. I heard you were nearly a goner. Some people just heal faster than others, I guess. Sure wish I had your genes.
Jensen. Didn't think I'd see you back here. I guess I couldn't find anyone competent to take your place. Hey, I'm not saying you don't know how to do your job, but 2 attacks in 6 months and how many people dead? Not a good track record, pal.
You saved the hostages, didn't you, Jensen? Sounds cold, but it might have been better for us if they'd died. Listen to me. I must be really tired. But I can't help thinking we could use a few martyrs to help sway public opinion.
Hey, Jensen. Rumor is some of those pro-human bastards got away tonight, including their leader. Think they had inside help? I mean, the place was surrounded, and you were in there. No way the man just slips out like that. Shit.
Great job at the plant, boss. Wish I could have gone out with you, but things got a little...
Best thing that's happened in this company all year.
No kidding. General O'Neill would have canceled all our military contracts if anyone got a look at it.
O'Neill would be the least of our problems.
What do you mean?
Think about it, Calvin. The Typhoon is a suicide terrorist's dream. Imagine if Pike has found out our own government requested it.
Oh, right. Well, lucky for us, Jensen was there to recover it. We were just saying what a good job you did at the plant. You saved our asses on this one. Is it true that hacker was augmented?
Oh, hey, Jensen. Nice job with the Typhoon. The DoD is going to be real happy those terrorists didn't get a hold of it. Nobody saw you recovering it, did they?
Can you believe it? There are people out there siding with the bastards who attacked us. Defending the human race, my ass. This city is just waiting to explode, my friend. Take my word for it. One spark and it'll blow.
Listen, Jensen. 2 attacks in 6 months? I'm starting to get nervous here. This keeps up, we're all gonna be out of a job. Don't get me wrong. I'm not questioning how you do your job. I got a family to think about, that's all.
Jensen, I heard you were back. I hope people outside the company aren't giving you a hard time. About your enhancements, I mean. It can be tough adjusting. But once you've gotten used to your new abilities, you'll love them.
Hey, Tiger. Megan always did say you'd take well to augmentations. People always fear change, but in the end, it's the ones on the fence who'll make the difference. At least, I think she was talking about you.
Can you believe it? There are people out there siding with the bastards who attacked us. Defending the human race, my ass.
Adam! Mr. Sarif made an announcement earlier. Said you saved the workers at the plant. You're a hero. Thank God he called you in. Long live the new and improved Jensen.
Access granted. Access granted. Access granted. Access granted.
Somebody scheduled a protest in front of that limb clinic over on 2nd Street. Things got a little hot for a while, but nothing spilled over to here. Great job at the plant, boss. Wish I could have gone out with you.
Access granted. Access granted.
Finally, someone who can get things done. Welcome back, Adam. Morale has been pretty low since you left, but I suspect things will start turning around now.
Access granted.
I hear you cleared up the situation at the plant, Adam. Nice job. Maybe now we can concentrate on getting this place financially solid again.
Access granted. Access granted. Access granted. Access granted.
Eliza Cassan's saying the situation in Milwaukee Junction is over, but she's not going into any detail. I heard it was Purity First radicals. What is wrong with those people?
Have you been to your office yet? Mr. Carella said he was looking for you, so I sent him to the 3rd floor. Mrs. Margulis mentioned that Mr. Sarif is also expecting you. Use the elevator. Upstairs and to the left.
Listen, Jensen. 2 attacks in 6 months? I'm starting to get nervous here. This keeps up, we're all gonna be out of a job. Don't get me wrong. I'm not questioning how you do your job. I got a family to think about, that's all.
Jensen, didn't think I'd see you back here. I guess I couldn't find anyone competent to take your place.
Josie Thorpe. She's the plant manager.
Right, Josie. Yeah, I met her. What happened?
I heard the leader of the terrorists had a gun to her head, but before we could actually pull the trigger, Jensen killed him.
Wow, that's amazing. Good thing Jensen was there.
Saved us all another funeral, that's for sure. God knows we've had enough of those. Jensen, what a hero. Seriously, not everyone could have done it. Jensen, what a hero.
Adam,
seriously,
I heard
not
about
everyone
the plan
could have
and
done
the way
it.
you saved Josie. Nice job. I'm really glad you're back.
Hold down the fort, boss. Nothing new to report. It's been pretty quiet here, except for the usual rumor mill stuff.
Talk's all over the office, Mr. J. You really took care of those Purity First assholes. Wish I could have been there to see it. I would have liked to have kicked a few asses myself. Hey, does the company have an augmentation subsidy program?
All they do is watch Picus and listen to the one-sided pundits talk about us like we're monsters.
Dory, your family has a right to their opinion, but they don't have the right to ostracize you for yours.
They think I'm some kind of evil farmer. They say I'm harvesting fake body parts and allowing the butchers of the human race to carry out their plan. It's just awful.
We all know how divided this country is right now. The Civil War split up families. So did the Iraq War, Texas separatism. At the end of the day, you have to do what you feel is right. Dory's just a little bit upset. Family problems? She'll be all right, don't worry. It's nice of you to be concerned, but I'm sure you've got more important things to deal with.
It's just so unfair, Adam. Why can't people see there's a real need for what we do here? You get it, don't you? I mean, if it wasn't for Sarif Industries, you'd be dead right now.
Nice job tonight, Adam. I heard most of those vandals got arrested peacefully. Things could have been so much worse. Would you like to get a coffee with me sometime? I feel so much safer when you're around.
Mr. Jensen, you're already back from the plant? That must mean everyone's okay, right? I know some of the people that were working today.
Talk's all over the office, Mr. J. You really took care of those Purity First assholes. Wish I could have been there to see it.
I'm telling you, Hugh, he might not have put the gun in Sanders' hand, but it was Taggart's speech to the UN that started all this.
William Taggart is nothing if not a shrewd political operator. You know that, David.
So for the sake of appearances, I have to look him in the eye and let him bullshit me?
With a smile. Always with a smile. We'll talk later.
Wanted to see me?
Yeah, how you feeling?
I've had better days.
Well, when we're done here, check in with Dr. Markovic at the limb clinic downtown. Get her to get a checkup.
If you insist. Listen, about Sanders?
You did good today, Adam. And thanks to you, Sanders is behind bars. And my lawyers are gonna make sure he pays for what he did. So don't worry about what anyone else says.
I won't. But that's not why I brought him up. Sanders was tricked into attacking us by the hacker I caught going after the Typhoon.
He's the man we really needed to interrogate today.
Exactly. Only he killed himself to prevent any chance of my doing that. That takes real dedication.
Yeah, or training. You're sure he was augmented?
I pulled his cables out myself.
Yeah, well, the police are saying he's not, and they're refusing to let me see the body, no matter how much money I threaten to pull from their retirement fund.
Maybe someone else is offering more. So what do you want me to do, boss?
We have to get a look at the corpse. You've still got friends on the force. You think one of them will let you into the morgue?
Depends who I run into.
Get over to the station and find a way inside. Because if that hacker was augmented, his neural hub might tell us who he was. Contact me when you've gotten a hold of it.
You got it.
That hacker's not gonna be sitting still for long. Get over to the station and find a way inside. Don't forget to check in with Dr. Markovic at the 2nd Avenue Limb Clinic. I need you in top shape for this.
Were you just speaking to David? I didn't know he'd finished his call. Is everything okay?
As well as can be expected.
Right, like I know what that means anymore. The phone's been ringing off the hook ever since Bill Taggart's little press conference this evening.
Taggart. Sarif was speaking about him when I walked in. What's the founder of the Humanity Front saying about us now?
Oh, he's all sincere this time, denouncing all the violence that's been committed against us, offering to come here in person to express his deepest sympathies.
Right. No wonder the boss seems grumpy.
Can you blame him? If it were up to Luddites like Taggart, you would have died on that operating table. The problem is, he knows how to play on people's fears.
Tampering with human biology can be pretty scary.
Tell that to all the war ants whose lives have been improved because of it. But if Taggart has his way, if he can sway popular opinion enough, then the United Nations will be forced to take a stand. Mark my words. That man is trouble. You better get going, Adam. I'm sure whatever David's asked you to do must be important.
Jensen, remember me? No, that sounds too desperate. Hey, Jensen! Man, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're back. How are you holding up?
I manage.
I'm sorry about Megan. I know it must be hard. For a while, we thought you were a goner, too. Everything's going to shit. The attack on HQ, and now this mess with the factory.
Yeah, tough times all around. How about you, Corella? You okay?
I don't know. I fucked up. I mean bad.
What happened?
Well, a couple of months ago, me and Tyndall, one of Pritchard's techs, we started sneaking out some neuroplasticity from one of the labs.
Jesus, Tim. You realize this could get you fired. Worse, arrested if the company chooses to prosecute. What were you thinking?
I know. It's complicated. I didn't want to do it at first, but there were good reasons. Anyway, now I want out, but Tyndall has security footage of me stealing the stuff and says he'll expose me if I ever stop helping him. I'm in a bad spot, Adam. I need that footage back. I know you're busy with everything that's going on right now, but I could really use your help.
How about Tyndall? Can't you reason with him?
You could try, but Tyndall's a pretty driven guy. I mean, the guy's like a rock. You'd need a Casey-aug or something to crack him.
Casey?
Social enhancer. It's an augmentation designed to read people's reactions and behavioral patterns. Higher-end series even allows you to directly influence people, with pheromones or something.
Pretty ballsy stealing a patented drug from a secure lab. How'd you manage to do it?
Both Tyndall and I worked the night shift every other week. I stashed the neuroplasticity in a bag while he edited the security footage. Guess he kept part of it.
Neuroplasticity. What could you guys want with an anti-rejection drug for augmentation patients? Reselling it? Providing a competitor?
Why do you automatically assume I was trying to turn a profit?
What is it exactly you need me to do?
I need you to get back that security footage Tyndall has on me. It's probably in his apartment. On his computer, maybe.
So what? I just look him up in the phone book?
His apartment is near Brooklyn Court. It might be tough to get in because his building has a large security gate protecting it.
Well, that's just great.
Hacking the security gate is possible, but would require advanced hacking skills. You might have to look around for an alternate path. Maybe use the fire escape or something.
And I should care about this because...
Damn, Adam. Are you really going to shake me down like this? That's cold. I'm hurting here. Look, I may be able to get my hands on a weapon mod for you. Geez, never thought I'd have to buy your help.
All right, tell me more.
Really? Wow, thanks, Adam. I thought I was done for. The security footage will probably be on his apartment computer. Meet me in front of the subway station parking lot once you get a hold of it.
I got it from here.